Welcome, good morning, hallelujah, Jesus is Lord, to the Wimpodcast, week 4.
Week 4?
Week 4, Wednesday,
Week
Wimpod
4.
4. Wimpod Wednesdays, put that on a hashtag. Instead like hump day, put like Wimpod Wednesday, like a hashtag.
I like that.
Yeah. Welcome back. Well, good morning. It's early. Woke up bright and early for this one, boys. We're gonna talk about Pokedex and trees. I got my coffee. It's actually water. We can pretend that it's early, even though it is super early. All right, read off some Pokedex entries.
All right, so yeah, basically what we're doing is like Sun and Moon, the Pokedex entries. Like a lot of them are a lot more either darker or like more in depth or just weird, like out of the blue. Like in this gen, like I don't know, they're focusing a lot more on Pokedex entries, which I think it's cool. Like some of them are really like intense, and then some of them are just interesting. Like an interesting one would be like Drowsy, where it says it finds really fun dreams tasty. When it makes friends with people, it may show them the most delicious dreams it's ever eaten. So like it shows people dreams with its like psychic powers. But then you go over to like Gengar, and it's like, should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up. So it's like Gengar is here to kill you, and then Drowsy's here to show you his dreams. There's a lot more too, if any of you guys want to
Buzz. It circles in the skies, keeping a keen eye out for a Pokemon in a weakened state. Whoa, hold on, my screen went black. It chases food as Cubone. Whoa, hold on, my screen is being retarded right now. Basically, it eats Cubone, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, it's just chilling. It's like, oh, there's a Cubone. Let's see if there's any.
Sharpedo. It has a history in the past. Its dorsal fin was treasured foodstuff. So this Pokemon became a victim of overfishing.
That's pretty sad. People poached Sharpedo. I want to point out Ledians. In battle, it throws punches with all 4 arms. The power of each individual blow is piddly, so it aims to win by quantity rather than quality. Even Game Freak knows that Ledian is terrible.
Yeah.
So.
I want to say
it keeps disconnecting me, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. But something interesting is that Mega Salamence has so much like energy that it basically can turn on the trainer, and people call it the blood-soaked crescent.
Yeah, like it like becomes even more aggressive.
I want to do a shameless plug. Maybe not if we beat Sun and Moon in a week, then we'll do a review of Sun and Moon for the Wimpodcast. Because next week will be the first ever Wimpodcast where Sun and Moon's out.
Yeah, either way, we're going to give our opinions on it I think.
Yeah. But, Alola Marowak. The bone, it proceeds where one of the mothers,
What?
I'm trying to read, but the tweet longer screen keeps flickering.
Oh, really? Here, where's Marowak? I'll get it.
So, like,
okay,
I'll read it.
Okay.
Actually read it.
All right, so the bones it possesses were once its mother's. Its mother's regrets have become like a vengeful spirit protecting this Pokemon. So, like, its mother's, like, vengeance is, like, protecting it.
And I can never read.
Which is pretty interesting.
I never learned how to read, so yeah. I'll take that one to my grave. Shout out
You're gonna have your freaking coffin's gonna be filled with a lot of stuff. There are a lot of things that you take to grave, Daniel.
Oh, I'll take that to my grave.
Like your coffin is gonna have so many things that you're taking to your grave that you'll be like covered in stuff. They won't even be able to see you.
Your coffin's gonna have a coffin.
My coffin's gonna have a coffin for the Let's Plays I never uploaded.
He'll take that one to his grave.
No, all the Let's Plays we never finished.
Oh. It's gonna go to everyone's coffin.
Too many of those to count.
It's like we start the one and then just end the next
read
episode.
Glalie.
Glalie? Oh, do you want to read it, Brian?
Sure.
Anytime I click on it, it flickers, so I'm just gonna tell you which ones to read.
Alright, Mega Glalie. It envelops prey in its mouth.
Pokedex entries now?
I don't know, but it's cool. And usually it's something about the energy being like too powerful and the Pokemon like can't function properly. Like that seems to be the theme.
Let me just say
like it doesn't,
before you read it, like Mega Evolution was seen as like such a positive thing in past gens, but now they're like making it seem like it's like too much to handle. And by past gens, I mean 6th gen.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't well received to fans, so that's why they're making it like. It's not that good for the Pokemon.
Well, I don't know about that. I just think they're trying to make it more like a show, like the lore behind it. You know, make it the Pokedex entries more dense.
Because it's like okay, so like the Pokedex entries. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. I hate that. My short-term memory is so like bad. Maybe it's just because I multitask too much. I feel like Mega Evolution is like a temporary thing is fine, but a lot of these Dex entries explain like the long-term effects of it, like what would happen if a Pokemon was just wandering around as Mega form, which doesn't really make sense to me because like you need a bond for Mega Evolution, right? So like the Glalie one, I'll read the Glalie one. It envelops prey in its mouth, freezing them instantly, but its jaw is dislocated, so it's unable to eat them. That like makes sense. Where like it feels like it's almost like a mutation, where like the Pokemon's not supposed to like function like that because there are things that don't work with each other. But at the same time, like when would a Mega Glalie be like hunting?
Okay.
Right.
Like wild Pokemon can't become Megas, as far as we know.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah.
Unless you've got the
arm cannon thing shoots up to 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Its arm starts to melt when it fires a whole barrage.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's also one about Mega Garchomp's arms and wings.
Oh, and how it melts together, yeah.
Yeah, they melt together to make the science.
Dude, like, we're just battling with them. Like, before, like, people were like, oh, it's animal abuse because, like, you battle with Pokemon. But Mega Evolving is, like, real like, abuse, you know? Dude, Golbat's weird, bro. Sometimes they drink so much blood they can't fly anymore. Then they fall to the ground and become food for other Pokemon.
That's dark.
They're just like they get food, then they have too much of it, so they fall to the ground, and like they're just stuck there as like a sack of blood for other animals or other Pokemon to eat. Like imagine how many Golbat died of that.
It's crazy.
Dude, these are like making the Pokemon world seem so much like darker.
I mean, there are a lot of messed up Pokemon. We already had an episode on messed up Pokedex entries.
Yeah. Well, not specifically entries, but it had a lot of those in there. Like the Alakazam or Kadabra or whatever and stuff like that.
Kadabra.
Yeah.
Kadabra. 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 Dude, Sun and Moon is only like not very many days away, dude. It's like
Yeah.
You know, can I get
a
off
week.
topic for a second?
Hmm.
You know, I have a. Hold on. Ahem.
I guess
Okay. So I'm getting off. I'm making. Whoa! I'm bringing a lot of stuff.
Well, okay. So as far as
Anyway.
I don't know. I think it's cool that they're like giving
5 years old.
shedding light on like more I don't know the words like more realistic things, I guess. Like they're making it seem like, you know, the Pokemon world isn't always just like perfect. Everybody's okay all the time.
Hi.
There are dark things.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi. I was just talking while both of you guys disappeared. I was like, yes.
I DC'd.
Podcast.
Yeah. So
I need to
getting off
fix
topic,
this. I don't know what's going on.
In the office, I have a light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have a light outside the room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian has seen it. Brian, it illuminates the whole hallway, right?
Uh-huh.
And this pinkish reddish glow, right?
It's more like it's like a blood red.
Yeah.
What are you getting at?
So you would think that no one would come in here to ask you why is that light on, right? But no. There's even a sign. There's a sign on the light that says, if light is on, do not come in here. It's all around the sign. It's literally every place you look. Someone walks in here. Hey, turn the light off. I don't know. I do not know.
So anyway,
He just disregards your rant.
what? It's not related to Pokemon.
I said getting off topic.
If he reads the Lights Pokedex entry, then
I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get the podcast back on track.
All right.
I was just saying to the lovely people at home that I like how they're adding like kind of a realistic element, like more and more to Pokemon, because like obviously there's gonna be like screwed up stuff that goes on in nature, just like the real world.
yeah,
It's
I think it's good that we find out about it because it makes it more like the world of Pokemon isn't perfect like it seems to be in past games.
Yeah, that's cool.
one of the main things about like Sun and Moon that I'm excited for is just seeing like the new Dex entries. I guess like with every generation, I like seeing like new Dex entries. Sometimes they're like rinse and repeat. Like sometimes they're reused, but like
literally the same with like one or two words changed or the exact same.
It's cool to see some of the new ones, and I hope I get to read like all of the ones for the megas.
Yeah. Do you think I should read Necrozma's? It's not like a spoiler or anything. It's not like scary. It's like I'll just read it. So it says that it has lived in the ground for a long time, which is kind of interesting. Like I mean, I don't have the exact like quote. I just have like a rewritten version, like someone's talking about it. So I mean, that thing's old. Like it's just lived in the ground. And apparently, I think it was from the Korokoro scans that said this, but it's Necrozma is even though it's black, it's like a light. So it's like reflective, but it's black. So imagine like a shining light that's black.
Because it like absorbs all color. Or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because it's a prism.
Yeah,
That's
like
super
when
cool.
you look at the back of yeah, that's pretty cool. It's very reflective, so there's conspiracy theory already that that's part of the Z moves. Like that's part of the reason why Z moves were created because people like are talking about like the light and like the texture of Necrozma and how it kind of reminds them of like the Z stones or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. This is getting slightly off topic, but it's still on the subject of like Gen 7 and stuff. How do you guys think Z moves originated? And do you think they'll talk about it in the game?
Yeah, they'll use some like Deus Ex Machina, like Z moves were always here. It's just no one found out about them until the Alolan scientists.
Or it could just be that they've always. Usually, when they add something like that, it's like, oh yeah, we've always known about these. They just weren't in the other games, but like, if you play a remake, they'll be like, yeah, the Z moves that have been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, it just gets added to the canon. Like,
there's actually and this has been confirmed by someone, there's like a different continuity, like hold on, game continuity. Like the remakes of Oras are in like there's an official timeline. Hold on. Let me go on it real quick. It's interesting because it's like the original like Gen 3 games are not part of the second timeline. So hold on.
What?
well, yeah, I figured they'd retcon the original Gen 3 games because,
They're not canon?
All right, so this is from someone who worked on the game. Oh crap, this isn't part Japanese. I need to find the English.
because Oris just updates the story like vastly improves on it.
Yeah. I want to read this real quick, so let me find it. I don't know what these mean. Okay. Oh, here it is. So, the timelines. What the heck? This one's confusing. So it's saying like it starts out. Oh, okay. So the first one is Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then Black and White, and then Black 2, White 2. Then the second one, which is the current timeline we're on, is Oras, and Black, White, and
Wait,
X and
what?
Y, and
You cut out.
yeah.
Wait. Why are there two?
The time. Oh, I did. Okay. So, Oras, and then Black and White, and then
Adam is
XY.
really choppy.
Did you guys understand what I said?
I did not.
No.
Dang it. Okay, I'll reread it. You guys heard the first one, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are there two, though? Like, are they just...
Because I believe because of like Mega Evolution and stuff. But the thing is, this is a tweet by someone who worked on the game, and all right, so let me read it. So Oras, then Diamond and Pearl, then Black and White, then X and Y. But I'm assuming the Diamond and Pearl. I'm assuming it's just Gen 4 that takes place after, but they're gonna update it when the Gen 4 remakes come out because it's like there's no Mega Evolution in there.
Yeah, but, like... So, like, where do... So, okay, wait. Why is Black and White in there twice, though? Like... Because it's in both
that's like...
timelines.
Yeah, it's the it's the third one in each timeline, and then after that it splits between Black 2, White 2, and X and Y.
What?
That makes no sense.
I mean, it's the official like I don't get it. But,
Don't tell me Pokemon's doing split timelines like freaking Zelda.
dude, I don't get it either. But
I
it's
don't
like
accept that. I don't
it's
accept that.
You know, I don't either. I mean, the guy was getting a lot
Why
of
are
questions and stuff
red
about
and
it.
blue in it? Or gold and silver?
Fire Red, Leaf Green are, but
But why not the original?
because it's like the remake, so they're not just like how in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they're not counting Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
just
weird.
okay. So is the second timeline just the games you mentioned? Like where do
Yeah.
where do like Gen 1 and Gen 2 fall in?
See, that's the thing I'm confused because like
Because-
Gen 2 is only in the first timeline.
Yeah, because like you can't have like Gen 1 be only in the first timeline because like
Well, maybe I'm thinking it's just the games that are like out. Like I'm sure Gen 1 is still there, but it's just like
because
you know what I mean?
Gen 6 or Gen 7 has red and green in it. So it's like
Right, like I'll send a
If that-
picture.
if that's in the second timeline, it doesn't make any sense at all.
This is Fire Red, Omega Ruby, Alpha
No.
Sapphire.
Okay, so the equal sign separates it.
Oh,
So the one on the left is one timeline, then the one on the right is the other one.
okay.
Does that mean they happen at the same time? Maybe.
Oh yeah, that might be it.
I feel like that means they. Because I remember hearing something about Gen 1 and Gen 3 happening at the same time.
Yeah, no. Oh, I think that's it, that they happen at the same time because Heart Gold and Soul Silver has like the Arceus thing and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that makes
Black and White-
a
and
lot
then
more
Black and
sense.
White 2 happens at the same time as X and Y. Okay, yeah, that makes so much more sense.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way they're pulling a Zelda here.
And then XY go on while Black 2 and White 2 happened?
Yeah.
Like they happen around the same like year, I guess, time period. That's interesting.
And Black and White are just the same?
Yeah, there was no game taking place with them. It was just like
The reason they probably did that is because like when they remade the games, like they remade Red and Blue when they remade Red and Blue when the Gen 3 games were out. So they like intertwined like a lot of the Gen 3 stuff in Fire Red and Leaf Green. And then they made Gen 2 remakes came out with Gen 4, so there's a lot of stuff that ties in.
Yeah. Because like in Gen 2, I remember getting like the Palkia or like the thing where you could choose between Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, I think.
Yeah. Which is interesting to think because like okay, so like in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire you can get like all the freaking legendaries. So like fly around, just catch Dialga like way before Dialga like tries to destroy the world.
Yeah. So I wonder where Gen 7's gonna take place. I hope this guy updates it or someone in Game Freak updates it.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. I'm predicting that it takes place after all of this because of the fact that a lot of people from previous gens are showing up
like
in
aren't,
the Gen
aren't
7 game.
Daisy and Zinnia supposed to be in it? Because if wait, no, Colress is in it.
Oh
Colress
yeah.
is in the game. I know that. Well, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean
Sun Moon?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean it's Colress after Black and White though, just because he was in Black and White.
No, he's in Black and White too. He was never in Black and White.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that if he's in Sun
See,
and Moon, it can't
I'm
be,
assuming
like, beforehand.
that it's just taking
But it definitely
place
happens.
recent, like the most recent.
Yeah. It definitely takes place after Fire Red Leaf Green and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. because red and green are characters, and like red's already established. They're already established as like legendary trainers or whatever, and so like that means it would have to be like after, you know, the Kanto games are set up, and that means it would also have to be after the
Dude,
Hoenn games.
Connection is like, yeah.
Maybe it could be while Black and White are going on, because Honolulu town, I don't know what it's called, but the town like where you fight Cynthia, they say that there's an island, like if you keep going south, there's an island that people have crossed over to.
Yeah, they always, it's interesting because they always drop like little hints and stuff from like one or two games before, and it's like you'd never think.
I think people assume that was Hoenn though.
Yeah, that's what people were saying, that they think
But
that's why people thought there would be a Gen 3 remake.
Hawaii, well, it could be Alola because Unova was supposed to be USA and Hawaii is a state.
That's true, except it wouldn't be by Unova because if you play, I think it's in the demo, someone in the demo says that Alola is very far away from all the other regions. Like Alola's kind of isolated.
Maybe they just mean in terms of like where it, because I mean, as a state, it's like far away, but not extremely far. Like it's just disconnected from the state.
It's just strange to me. If it's close to anywhere, it's close to Kanto because of how many Kanto Pokemon are in the game.
Yeah.
And like the only Alolan forms are Kanto Pokemon, which I at first I wanted to say like I was kind of upsetting, but like looking at it, I actually understand.
Okay,
so,
well, here's the thing. So Hawaii is like in between the U.S. and Japan.
True.
So it's like it's close enough to where it could get Kanto Pokemon, and it's close enough to where it could be near Unova.
I know we're thinking ahead, but I still want Gen 8 to be Russia.
That'd be cool.
Or South Korea, like a South Korea or Russia region.
Dude, South Korea would be so cool. Because
I know, right?
Like everything would be like electronic.
I would love that in a Pokemon game. Dude, what if like Game Freak listens to Wimpodcast and they're like, yo, this is a dope idea.
Or Australia would be cool.
Yeah, Australia. The Outback.
Or like Africa. Just kidding. Actually, that could be cool, but it'd be like no
like
people, just a bunch of wilderness.
Yeah,
unless it's like South Africa.
Let's not get into like.
But then people wouldn't be wearing seatbelts. Never mind.
Well, there are plenty, dude. There are plenty of like civilized parts of Africa.
I'm going on a tangent.
Stop talking before you like.
Offend someone.
You say something really bad.
Morning, dude.
Okay, I'm back. My Discord disconnected again. I was saying we should wait before you do that. I was saying we should have a Pokemon game in South Africa, but then I was like, wait, because nobody would wear their seatbelts, so there'd be a lot of deaths.
Well,
because you know how like they have a problem where they don't wear seatbelts there.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
You'd think that would solve
I don't know,
right? Like you don't die. But yeah, like
I don't know why I know that.
There could be people because like freaking Africa has plenty of like civilized areas.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. It'd be a very
Africa would be fine.
A lot of grass types.
Yeah, I would like most of it to be like the savannah though. That would be especially cool to me.
Yeah.
I want Russia. I want Ireland.
Ireland would be interesting.
Yeah, what would they have in Ireland?
They're probably gonna do like the main areas that they try to appeal to. So not Australia. Poor Australia they always get screwed in terms of like video games.
And they get games later all the time.
They get everything last. Except Pikmin 2 Wii version. We got that like years after even Australia did. But like yeah, I don't know. I just think I was gonna
You
say.
know-
Oh, I was gonna say the reason that I think the Kanto Pokemon, like all the Alolan forms of Kanto Pokemon, is because maybe they want to like. It's been so long since they made those Pokemon that they want to like take a spin on their older designs and like see how they can redesign them. Not
Yeah.
because their old designs were bad per se. Like Gen 1 was obviously like super successful, so there's nothing wrong with the designs. But I know like artists like to like take a piece that they've worked on years
And
ago
revamp
and like
it,
redo
yeah.
it. Yeah, so like I feel
Because
like that
their
might,
style changes.
yeah.
I was gonna say, what if there's like a Pokemon game that takes like place like really far back in the timeline? And like, I mean, obviously this isn't gonna happen because like of how sensitive a topic it is, but like it could be like based off of like Germany and stuff and like World War II.
Oh, that would be interesting, but
I mean, like obviously it's a kid's game, but I'm just saying like,
that sounds like a real good fan game.
yeah.
In the fan games, the evil teams are always like these freaking like super violent,
Like they're legit evil.
yeah, like they're like.
I like Team Skull though. 'Cause
It's
Team
always the
Skull's a
same though. No,
different
but
kind of evil.
in hacks,
It's
like
like,
they're always like
you know,
really sinister and intimidating, but they're always the same.
yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff they could do that's based off of like the real world. Then one day, I mean, they're gonna do like they could do space or something. They could do whatever. They could do underwater Pokemon game.
That reminds me that for Fire Emblem Awakening, because they were unsure of the series like doing well, which makes no sense because they're like two games like they based it. I feel like they based it off of the failure of Shadow Dragon, which was a remake. But I digress. They were like gonna make Fire Emblem Awakening the last game unless it was successful, and so they considered like making it in space to like try to change up the pace of the series and see if that sold well. But then they ended up not doing it, and like everybody bought that game. But it would have been interesting because like it
Okay,
shows
what were
like
you saying?
I was saying like Fire Emblem Awakening was going to be the last Fire Emblem game if it didn't do well. And they thought about like to draw attention to it, like maybe putting it in space instead of like medieval. So I think it's
weird, but that'd be interesting.
I think it'd be interesting. Well, as a Fire Emblem fan, like I can see that. Like just instead of spells, you'd have like science lasers, and then like you could totally like use like freaking I don't know. There's so many sci-fi things you can use as like melee weapons, you know, like instead of swords and lances and axes or whatever, you could just have like lightsabers, you know, like
Yeah, like it doesn't need to be like medieval, you know, it could be whatever.
But it's interesting that like you can just like there are games. It makes me think like there are games that could totally work in another situation. Like if you play like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, like you go through a good amount of that game playing with a vibroblade before you actually get a lightsaber.
Or if
So
you
it's,
make
like,
it
interesting to
so
see,
like, yeah.
It's interesting to see Star Wars like be kind of medieval, kind of not, but like
Yeah,
use,
that's
like,
no,
actual
that's
swords.
the thing, because it's like, yeah, and even aside from like times, if you make it so like, let's say Pokemon or something, it takes place on a different planet with like a different life form, they could have like really advanced stuff and really non-advanced stuff, and it'd be okay because it's like a different, completely different thing. You know, they evolve differently. Like the process of becoming a modern society was different. So it's
I want to learn how to fight. What if like each city was a planet? You had to like travel a freaking system.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
To challenge the gyms, and the Elite Four had like its own moon or something.
That'd be really cool, bro.
So sick.
But now's not a good time because all these games now are coming out in space and everybody's hating it.
Well, nobody said it had to be space. You know, it could be like it could be like Pokemon before, because we saw in the Arceus movie, like before. I mean, I don't think it's canon, but like before the Pokeball was invented, they had like those like
those cage things,
like the saddles.
Yeah, and the saddles, yeah, and they had them in like, yeah, that was an interesting movie, but I don't really like it because it's like messes with me because it's like Arceus. At least they're expanding on Arceus again in Gen 7.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't forget its existence. For a minute, I was like, yeah, they forgot. They just don't care about this anymore.
when Japan decided that Arceus was their second favorite Pokemon after Greninja,
That's really weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like
culture's
that
different
people-
there.
Yeah, but like, what do they like?
If you asked people what their favorite Pokemon was in the U.S., it would almost, no doubt in my mind, be
Yo,
Charizard.
I'm sorry I missed like 30 minutes
Yeah.
of a podcast. I took a laxative, and now like I was on there for a little bit.
Yeah,
did you
why?
need to-
Because
Why did you need to do that?
I was constipated.
Were you like plugged? Oh,
Yeah.
so you went from 0 to 100,
Yeah.
or maybe you went from 100. Yeah, you went from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You went from like stalled to overdrive.
Yeah.
You went from like Scizor to Mega Scizor in the
No, that's not
Pokedex
a-
entries.
That's not a good comparison. You went from like Mawile down in like PU or whatever to Mega Mawile in freaking Ubers. That's what happened.
Quality
Like,
podcast.
I gotta
Everybody.
stand up now
What?
because like I don't feel good. Like,
I
feel
wouldn't-
like-
What does standing up make you feel better though?
I don't know. Like the blood's rushing through. Like I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Or a flu?
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't get that from a cold. But yeah, we were just talking about like favorite Pokemon, like how the culture affects like what your favorite Pokemon would be.
Ooh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, because the U.S. like it would definitely be Charizard, but in Japan it was.
Yeah, they
Greninja.
should. They should do that. Like, they should take the survey of like in the U.S. like do the same thing they did for Japan, but for different areas.
Yeah, because I feel like number one would be Charizard. I'd be interested.
Yeah, and that'd spark a lot of discussion. Like how everybody would be like, "Yo, why does America suck?"
I bet Sceptile would be even lower.
But it doesn't because
Sceptile was like
Charizard's
top
good.
50, I think. In that
I
poll,
know-
it was like top 50.
I know
It would
every-
not
is
be
not
in the
bad.
states.
All
It would
my-
not be top 50 in
all
the
my
states.
British friends, they're all, which is funny, they're all fans of like ground types and steel types.
Weird.
Like Connor, he's English. His favorite Pokemon in order are Hitmonlee. Well, that doesn't. Okay, that doesn't prove my point. But.
Wait. What'd you say his favorite
Ground types
Pokemon
and
was?
steel types. Like my one friend whose favorite Pokemon is Hitmonlee.
No.
Oh.
No, but like his two other favorite Pokemon are Nidoking and Scizor.
Okay. I do like me some Nidoking.
Nidoking.
Nidoking is really...
Nidoking.
Yo, why didn't they make Alolan Nidoking and Queen?
I thought they were supposed to.
They could have done some cool
I
stuff.
swear
with
there
that.
was something
No,
about that in the Chinese.
no, they were scrapped.
Dang.
The Chinese, some leak said, poison fighting for Nidoking and ground fairy for Nidoqueen, but they scrapped them.
Dang, that would have been sick. That would have been really sick. Poison
Dude,
fighting.
why
Nidoking.
is my Wi-Fi... Right, you know what? It keeps going like authenticating and stuff, and then...
It does have to be too sometimes.
That's like Daniel's dream because it's fighting.
Shut up!
And Daniel would be like,
Is it... Okay, it's not a bad thing. You have to admit it's true.
no. Nidoking poison fighting would be sick. I'm
Fighting
just
is
saying.
like one of my favorite types. Fighting
Like-
is probably actually my favorite type.
Daniel would be like, they should make Mega Jump Wolf. And you'd be like,
Grass fighting, that would be a cool type.
what type
What?
would Jump Wolf be? Freaking grass fighting, he says.
Is that a problem? Because you can slap fighting type on any Pokemon and it'll make sense.
Not necessarily.
Sceptile, grass fighting.
Nah, it works better as Grass Dragon.
Well, Staraptor or Regice?
Staraptor, definitely.
Staraptor would be a good fighting type,
Actually, yeah, I take that back for Staraptor.
Alolan Staraptor, except not Alolan.
Sinnoh.
Sinnoh. Yeah.
Sinnolan, Staraptor. Mega Staraptor. Hey. Maybe Incinerator will get Mega Staraptor.
Okay. Fighting type Blissey. Can you see that, Daniel?
Yeah,
Can you actually see
that'd be great.
How does Blissey fight, Daniel?
A
No,
sumo
I'll tell you.
wrestler.
I'll tell you how.
Wear a thong.
No. I'll tell
Sumo
you-
wrestlers still
guys,
have
guys.
arms.
I'll tell you how it would be worthy enough to be deemed fighting type.
How?
It gets a buff from 10 attack to 11.
Oh, let's go.
All right.
It'll be like the physical power will just be too much.
You know what? I can name 7 Pokemon that need the fighting type.
Huntail. No, I'm just joking.
Do you want?
Gorbis.
Do,
Gorbis.
no.
Water
Do
fighting.
you want me to send? Do you want me to take 7 Pokemon that need fighting type?
Yeah, sure.
Electivire.
Sure. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that one's fine.
I almost said Machamp for a second. I'm like, wait.
It needs to be fighting type
Mega
twice.
Dragonite, flying fighting, or dragon fighting.
No.
Nah, yeah.
Arcanine,
What?
fire fighting.
What?
Fampi.
All right, you are actually high right now.
I am. I accidentally took 2.
I was like, the other 2 you suggested were like,
We're all right,
No.
but then it just
it
went
was
to
like,
like.
it was like
What?
no, but I could see it, I guess. Like,
Okay, Electivire would not be bad. as a fighting type,
Electivire,
but
Mega Electivire, adaptability, electric fighting.
adaptability.
Alright.
It'd be interesting, except like, okay,
Yeah.
So
the
freaking
name.
Magmortar, Mega Magmortar, Magma Launcher.
I could see Fire Psychic for that.
Mega Launcher,
Fire
Magmortar
Psychic.
deserves to happen.
Yeah, it needs Mega Launcher though, like real talk.
Doesn't it get?
And they should make like a
Pulse?
Fire Pulse or something. No, it doesn't get Water Pulse.
Doesn't Flamethrower?
It doesn't get any pulses.
Does it? Oh, it doesn't. Well, then they can always give
I
me.
think it's Aura Sphere, though. I think.
Yeah, it does.
Are you sure it gets Aura Sphere?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
Focus Blast.
It gets Focus Blast, I know.
Oh,
But I really don't think it gets Aura Sphere.
You know what? I'm actually gonna. I want to shout out a Pokemon from a lock that I have in a Volt White 2 because it helped me a lot. But I don't know its name, but I know it was a Magmortar.
Magmortar.
Let's talk about Magmortar. I like the Virus Cooler.
I wonder what Magmortar's alone in Pokedex. Oh wait, we already read it. Never mind.
Yeah, it shoots off a cannon.
That's
Well,
pretty cool.
I
Though.
can read off all my deaths from my Volt White lock. If you want me to.
Why not?
All right, I'll do it. So this is a lock I've done over the summer because I was battling a lot of stuff over the summer. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna calm my nerves, and I did a Blaze Black Nuzlocke. Which in hindsight, it's actually a really bad way to calm your nerves,
Never do a Nuzlocke to calm yourself.
especially Drayano.
Don't play
Yeah.
don't play
Okay.
competitive games, especially if you're laddering.
So-
Especially if it's a team-based ladder.
So, all right, I'll go on with my champion team. All right, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll go with my champion team and then my B team. All right, my champion team going into it was a Haxorus named Haxorus,
You know it.
Al, the Metagross, QKO. Oh yeah, Quick Knockout, the Golem, Mikey the Blastoise, and Brian the Swampert.
Hey.
And
Okay.
then my B team was Gardevoir, Tyranitar, Pitch Black to Tyranitar, Fire Ants the Infernape, Seth the Hydreigon,
Fire ants.
and Zane was always there. And then I named my Magmortar Roof for some reason.
Roof.
I don't know why I named it Roof.
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 Roof. R-O-O-F.
Rufus.
R-O-O-F.
Rufus.
R-O-O-F.
What is you?
Aurasphere, Hyper Beam, Zap Cannon, Lava Plume.
You're a Zap Cannon.
Alright, Daniel, be honest though.
What?
You think every Pokemon could be fighting type? What about Lumineon? Seriously.
What?
Cutie pie.
Could you see Lumineon be a fighting type?
No.
Okay.
We broke him.
How'd you
But it gets hidden power fighting.
What about fighting type cutie fly?
Yeah.
Nah.
Not its evolution. Cutie fly.
No.
Okay, so you're starting to be... Alright, I can respect it.
We'll
start
small. We'll start small.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also had a shiny Illumise called F with Bug Buzz.
Son
F?
Yeah, it's just F because I misclicked. I was gonna
revival of F.
I was gonna name it. I don't want to like. I was gonna name it Stop Grinding, but since it was on my phone, I accidentally clicked F. But I can read off all my kill Pokemon. You ready?
Yeah.
We got Soup. Well, okay, I'll just say their names. Relicanth, Drowsy, Hariyama. Why did I name it Axew, Massachusetts?
I don't think that fits.
I
don't know how you fit that because
I
I don't think that fits.
I named it.
Maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that wouldn't fit unless you like left out like a bunch of letters.
I named it Massachusetts. I don't know. Keep it
Massachusetts.
Oh, anyway, Poniard.
Shoutouts to everybody in
Zubat
Massachusetts.
Named Zubat. Johnny the Falligator. Cake the Raichu. I named it Cake because my friend was watching me play this. He's like, Raiku's pretty thick, so I named it Cake.
Wait, Raikou or Raichu?
Raichu.
Raichu
Oh.
The Toga.
I thought you
the
said Raikou.
Luff. The Tentacool. Reaper, the Spiritomb. That was actually my starter. GCPD, the Rampardos. If you get that reference, you're a cool guy.
Police.
Yoom! The Vanillux. Lard, the Slowpoke. No, I mean the Slowbro. I'm the best. The Fungus. Blob, the Seismitoad with Fly. Oh my god, I remember that guy. Got him, the Victory Bell. My name is the Moltres. Ord, the Dratini. Quan, the Cacturn. Z, the Mew. Mr. Freeze, the Glaceon. Burger, oh my dude, Burger! Burger, the Hippodon. Jafar, the Mewtwo. Mountain Dew, the Pupitar. Blunt Tail, the Huntail. G, the Nidoking, for obvious reasons. Bottom, the Driftbloom. Gouda, the Ampharos, for obvious reasons. Roland, the Genesect. There's more. Kiki Minjas, the Jinx. Dakota, the Swinub. R, the Watchhog. Wiz, the
I don't get that one.
I don't get it.
Oh wait.
Wiz, the Magneton. Kyle, the Gengar. Eyes on You,
I can see it.
the Garvantula. I'm the best part 2. Amoonguss. VOLT, the Shinx. And then I read my B team. Yeah. So 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 30 plus 14. I need to do the math. It's about a decent chunk.
What, 30 plus 14?
Yeah.
44.
44 deaths. That's actually really bad.
That's not horrible for a Drayano, though.
Yeah. It's better than 50, what I got last time. I'll probably do a Voltwhite. I'll probably do like a Voltwhite randomizer on Pokemart when it's my day to record.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Just a lot of grinding.
Yeah. Time consuming.
So much grinding in Drayano. Drayano will kick you in the throat, take your esophagus out, smack you with it, unzip his pants, whack you around a little bit, and then kick you to the trash.
I'm so glad I went back. You guys remember the Strange House in Black and White 2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Behind it, like if you go behind it, because you don't see it immediately, but you're able to see it from a thing in Twist Mountain, or not Twist Mountain, Reversal Mountain. There's an item behind it, and the item is Shadow Ball.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yo, the new Pokeballs look really cool, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Let me see.
The Ultra Beast balls. What are they going to be for Ultra Beasts?
I'm assuming they are, but either way, they look really cool. Cause it's like a net ball combined with like an Ultra Ball combined with like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
What time are we at on the
We're at
podcast?
50 minutes. Time flies when you're talking about Pokemon and ate a laxative. Oh, bye, Adam.
All right. Hi, I'm back. I think. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, time flies when you had a laxative. Dude, that's what there should be. There should be a hyperbolic time chambered toilet. So you could poop for like all those years, right? Like
Hi,
all the years
okay.
you had to poop. And like you'll never have to poop in like the actual world. You know?
Right.
You dude!
I guess,
A
yeah.
hyperbolic time chamber toilet. Where the only game you play is Pokemon Snap.
Okay, I cut out. I mean, I DC. What time are we at on the podcast?
51 minutes.
Do you think we should end it, or?
Up to Brian.
Yeah, I mean, well, it seems like we're kind of winding down here.
Yeah. Alright, Brian, do the outro since you talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we if you like this, make sure to check out our YouTube channel, Pokemart, as we have Wimpodcast up every Wednesday. You can also follow us. Where do you stream this? On Gunson?
Gunson 6.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Gunson6. We kind of record these sporadically, but we are like live streaming them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to see them live, it's kind of, not scheduled at the moment, but if you follow us, you'll get updates on that.
Yeah.
And
also,
if you miss it, you can definitely see it on Wednesdays.
And SoundCloud on Wednesdays as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So peace out, and sorry we got off topic, but it's still good conversation, which is all that matters.
Who cares? It's about whoa. My fly swatter wanted to say a message. Let me address you by its name. Excalibur, the fly swatter. Thank you very much. Yeah, before we end this funny story, I had a stink bug problem this summer. So I bought a fly swatter and I named it in Sharpie Excalibur. So I want to memorize a saber quote anytime I meet a freaking stink bug and swat it. Yeah, well, have a good night, or good morning, or good afternoon. And we will talk to you in the next Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. See ya.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Where's my mouse? Okay, there it is. Bye.